How to start exercising after 40. Okay, be honest with me for a second. How many times have you told yourself, I'll start working out Monday? And then Monday came and went. If you're over 40 and that sounds familiar, I need you to stick around for the next few minutes, because I'm not going to tell you to run a marathon or do a 75-day extreme challenge. I'm going to tell you what actually works, based on real science, not fitness influencer hype. No hype, no six-pack promises, just what works. Let's get into it. Part 1. Why 40 feels different. Here's the truth nobody explains well. After 40, your body isn't broken, it's just changing. Starting in your 30s and continuing after 40, we naturally begin to lose some muscle mass and bone density over time if we're not doing anything to counteract it. Research generally suggests this loss can accelerate somewhat with age, especially without resistance-type activity. Recovery may also take a bit longer than it did at 25. That's not a flaw, that's just biology. So no, you're not too old. You just need a smarter approach than the one that worked when you were 20-something and could survive on 4 hours of sleep and a burrito. Part 2. The science simplified. Let's talk about what regular movement actually does for you, according to general health research. Cardiovascular activity, like brisk walking, supports heart health and is associated with better long-term outcomes in many studies. Strength training helps maintain muscle mass and may support bone density, which becomes especially important as we age. And movement is also linked to improved mood and better sleep for a lot of people, though everyone's experience varies and it's not a guaranteed fix for everything. This isn't magic, it's maintenance. I want to be upfront. Exercise isn't a miracle cure, and results differ from person to person. But consistent movement is one of the most well-supported habits for long-term health. Part 3. The biggest mistake people make. Here's where most people mess up. They go from doing nothing to doing everything. New gym membership, 5 days a week, intense workouts, and by week 2, they're injured, exhausted, or just done. Motivation fades, systems don't. The people who succeed long-term don't rely on willpower. They build small, sustainable habits. Part 4. How to actually start. Let's make this simple. Here's a beginner-friendly approach. 1. Start with walking. Just 10 to 15 minutes a day. Not a performance, not a workout, just movement. Build from there. 2. Add 2 short strength sessions a week. You don't need a gym. Bodyweight squats, wall push-ups, and light resistance bands at home are enough to start. 3. Prioritize form over intensity. Slow and controlled beats fast and sloppy, especially when your body is relearning movement patterns. 4. Rest is part of the plan, not a failure. Recovery days aren't laziness. They're where progress actually happens. 5. Check in with a doctor first, especially if you have existing health conditions. This is genuinely important, not just a disclaimer. A quick check-in can help you exercise safely, especially if you're managing something like high blood pressure or joint issues. Part 5. A realistic weekly example. Here's what a real, doable week might look like. Monday, 15-minute walk. Tuesday, light strength training, 20 minutes. Wednesday, rest or gentle stretching. Thursday, 15-minute walk. Friday, light strength training. Saturday, optional, walk, hike, or just move. Sunday, rest. This isn't extreme, that's the point. Notice something? This isn't extreme. It's doable even on a busy week, and doable is what actually gets repeated. Part 6. Managing expectations. I'm not going to promise you'll transform in 30 days. That's not how this works, and anyone who tells you otherwise is selling something. What research does support is that consistent movement over months and years tends to support better energy, strength, and overall function as we age. It's not fast, it's not flashy, but it adds up. Small, repeated, real. Quick recap. Let's bring it together. Your body isn't broken at 40. It just needs a different approach. Start small, walking and light strength work. Form and consistency matter more than intensity. Rest is productive, not optional. Check with your doctor before starting, especially with existing conditions. Progress is slow, but real, and that's okay. Call to action. Look, you don't need to become a different person. You just need to start moving a little more than you did last week. That's it. That's the whole secret. If this helped you feel a little less overwhelmed about getting started, hit subscribe. I'm covering more real, no-hype health topics like this every week. And if you've already started your own fitness journey after 40, drop a comment. I genuinely love to hear where you're starting from. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Note: this video is for general educational purposes and is not a substitute for professional medical advice. Viewers should consult a healthcare provider before starting a new exercise program, especially if they have existing health conditions.